Mulan 2 is the sequel to Mulan. This came out in 2002, I think. That's not in my notes because I wouldn't need to differentiate because there's only one Mulan 2. But yeah, so it came out like 4 years after the first Mulan, I'm pretty sure, and the story is set a month after the first Mulan, which is kind of where the problems start with this movie. This is a sequel that just wasn't needed. I know you're thinking like, come on dude, it's a sequel to like an animated Disney movie. Why are you being so mean? But it just wasn't that good, you know, it wasn't really needed. That's just how I feel about it. So the plot for this, like I said, it's set a month after and China's being attacked again. Again, like come on. They just got attacked a month ago, like their biggest threat, and you're telling me someone's just rolling through again. There must just be people waiting on the border. Just like, I guess it's my turn now to attack. I don't know. The Emperor has these 3 daughters that you never even saw in the first film, so I don't know where they sprung up from. But yeah, the Emperor has these 3 daughters, and he needs them to be transported across China by Mulan and the general from the first film. And they need to marry into some like family on the other side of China in order to create like a bond. Not a bond, you know what I mean. The 2 families will work together is my point. The Emperor and this other family, they'll join forces in order to battle this new threat to China. This new threat to China as well is a threat you never see. You just don't see it. It's on its way. You know, the Emperor's like, yeah, we're going to be attacked soon. I mean, I even said in the first Mulan, it was like hard to get motivated because the threat didn't feel that great. But at least you saw him. You got a fair chunk of like seeing him. In this, you just don't see the threat. I don't even know what it was, in all honesty. So yeah, that kind of takes away from any motivation or, you know, feeling for the characters. They got to complete this mission for starters. You know, they're going on this endeavour, like Mulan and the general are transporting 3 daughters, and then you got the 3 goofy guys from the first movie. And you know, you can kind of see how it's going to go. Like the 3 guys want love, they want to find a woman, and women want to find love, and they fall in love with the goofy dudes. And then Mulan and the general are like supposed to be getting engaged, but then Mushu's rolling through and trying to ruin their engagement so that he can stay as their guardian. I didn't really understand what was going on here. It didn't make sense to me. Like, Mushu was like the most likeable character in the first film as well, and then in this he's just a dick, in all honesty. He just wants to split up the relationship. I don't really get it. And he's voiced by a different guy as well. And the thing is with animation, when you have a voice actor and then you have someone else that has to be the voice actor in the second film, like someone different, it always just sounds like someone trying to impersonate them. Which I understand to a point. With live action, when an actor gets replaced for a role, they don't try and impersonate the one from before. I guess with animation that's kind of the goal, but it just, all I heard was someone trying to impersonate Eddie Murphy, and not Eddie Murphy. And he's like the most unlikable character in this film, in all honesty. He was just annoying, he was, like I said, a dick. He was nothing like he was in the first one. So yeah, that kind of just takes away from it. I don't know why they did that. He was like the best part of that movie. Like, even if you can't get Eddie Murphy back to voice, at least make the fucking character likable. Not impressed. Not impressed. And you know, as a whole, I just didn't get any laughs from this film. Honestly, I don't know if I even chuckled. Not even like a it just did not hit for me. Did not sit right, this movie. Just didn't do it. I'm not gonna sit around and say this is a fucking awful movie, like the worst movie I've ever seen. It's far from that. It's a sequel that wasn't needed, and you see it with a lot of animated movies. The first animated movie will be really good, and then they'll do a follow-up, and then like voice actors will change, and they won't have like an imaginative plot, and then it just doesn't work. It doesn't do as well. You know, it's very rare you get like a series of animated movies where they're good or they even build upon what they did, such as Toy Story. You know, the first one was good, the second one was probably the best. I think, yeah, the second one's the best in my opinion. And then the third one was also good, and the fourth one's also good. So it's like they always build on it, and they stay somewhat consistent. But this is just a sequel that just didn't do it, and I wasn't really feeling it, in all honesty. In terms of score, I don't know, I feel like I'm like stuck between a 4 and a 5. I feel like a 4's harsh. I'll just give it a 4.5. It was alright. You know, but I wouldn't watch it again, in all honesty. Just, you know, if it came on, I'd switch the channel. Cash in the attic on or something. I wouldn't watch Mulan 2 again. Up next, I'm not really sure. We kind of got a break between movies for now. I mean, we got Got Tenet on the way soon, so very excited about that. But yeah, I'm gonna find some stuff that I like to review, and yeah, cool. I'll see whatever's next. Mulan 2. What the fuck was that for an intro? Let's redo that.